she couldn't stand her husband, and she wanted out so bad, and she had already had a boyfriend at that point. And then a year later, I see her again, and she was so feeling so happy. She seemed so much lighter and freer, and her and her husband were back together. She was more in love with him than ever. And I said to her, I said, "Well, what changed?" And she said, "I changed the way that I looked at him."
Mhm.
And so when you change the way that you see things, the things you see change. And when the things you start seeing things differently, you start showing up differently, and that can change everything. And so a lot of times when I'm seeing the women complaining on social or whatever, what I do is I shift the perspective and almost make it like I almost shine a little light on the man, and that's when everybody gets really, like, triggered. "Well, you don't understand, he da 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 da," and I'm like, "But, like, if you really want things to change, we need to start shifting the way you see your partner, because that way you when you see them better, you show up better and reality looks different rather than if you're calling your partner an asshole, a dick, all these names, or he doesn't get me, he's this, he's that, that's how you show up in that energy, and like that's what you get back. And so it's like if you want to change, if you really want things to change, we must change the way you see him and start looking at him through a lens of love as opposed to judgment. And when you can see him through those eyes, you start treating him nicer. And because sometimes it's just the stories that we have wrapped in our heads, creating a monster in front of us.